Hi, money friends. In this video, I'm going to be talking about financial mistakes, money mistakes that I made in my 20s and how you can avoid it. So, if you are interested, make sure to keep watching. So, the first mistake that I would say is not having financial education or financial literacy. Now, this is really funny because I'm an accountant, right? So I'm supposed to be financially literate. I'm supposed to be, smart with money. I'm supposed to understand my money move. But my dear, it's not true. I was an accountant, but my account was not accounting. While I've always been like really prudent, yeah, you can call me prudent, but you can be prudent but still not be financially literate. So I knew what investing is. Obviously, I've been taught investment accounting. As accountants, we're taught all these things, but we're not really taught about personal finance. Yeah, so you see an accountant that is actually helping a company to raise funds, do all these things, but I'm telling you, the personal finance is in shambles. So yes, if you're in your 20s, whether you're an accountant, you're a doctor, you're a healthcare worker, that is the time to get a book on finance. Even if you're not reading, you don't like reading, listen to podcasts about finance. Follow personal finance people. For in Nigeria here, we know Money Africa. I think Tosin Olasende. We know Smart Stewards, Shola Adeshaki. We know Tommy we know Tommy Balogun, we know your personal finance girl. There's so many of them, financial Jennifer, a lot of them. Okay, follow them. And then Fadekemi, right, your money friend. You know me, so follow me. So like financial education. Okay, you don't have any excuse. Once you get in your 20s, get financial education, because if you don't, you just realize by the time you're 26, 27, that you're nearing your 30s. When you're 29, you'll be like, I didn't really know anything about money. I just thought I knew. So because there's a difference between making money and actually keeping money. There's a difference between, I think it is Morgan Housely that wrote Psychology of Money that said that getting wealthy is different from staying wealthy. A lot of people know how to get wealthy, but that staying power is not there. Okay, so yes, learn about money for your own good. So my second point, are you ready? And this is quite controversial, but yeah, I'm going to say it. I said what I said. Are you ready? Don't get married yet. I know someone's going to be like, what do you mean? I should not marry in my 20s? No. And someone's going to say, oh, I got married at 22 and I'm fine. Yeah, you're fine. We don't know yet if you're going to be fine. I'm just joking. Calm down. Yes, you got married in your 20s. Okay, this point is not for you. I'm talking to people that are not yet married yet. When I say don't get married yet, what I'm trying to say is don't get married until you have your finances in order. Because let me tell you, marriage puts a strain on your finances. Because when you get married, people now expect you to be responsible, to become you are not an adult to people. If you say you want to get married, you're an adult. So it's going to put a strain on your finances. Yes, both of you can work together and build something. You can grow, but I'm just saying that have your finance in order before you get married, especially if you're now a man. My dear, marriage is not, it's not easy. In fact, research has shown that money is a leading cause of divorce. So don't play, my dear, don't play. Money do usually cause fights if you don't know. So have your finances in order. What do I mean? Start a business, have your career, like just something that you can say, okay, something is bringing in money. Except you are, housewife that's going to marry a very rich man. My dear, carry on. The Lord is your strength. But if you know that you're going to marry a young man like yourself, both of you are going to be growing together, you need to have something that is going on for you financially, right? Because marriage puts a strain on your money. So, and you have to marry someone that's on the same level with you financially, because I've seen stories of people getting married saying, oh, my husband is not ambitious, so he's not even applying, he's okay with the money he's getting, and me, I'm already doing this, I'm already making more money than him. These issues actually happen. So before you get married, know what you're doing. That's what I'm trying to say. Another point I'm going to give you, number 3, is that don't use all your money, don't spend all your money on getting married. I'm still on this marriage matter. Am I saying don't spend money on your wedding? No, I said don't spend all your money on the wedding, because after the wedding comes the marriage. You don't want a situation where you have borrowed, you are in debt, like serious debt. And I'm actually not against borrowing for wedding. No, if you know that you have a source of income, for example, maybe you need 500k for your wedding, you can borrow 500k, knowing that okay, I'll pay over the next 5 months 100k. Maybe my earnings is 300k. I just need, because sometimes you need that liquid cash for now that you may not be able to get. So yeah, you can borrow to buy things actually, because inflation is not playing. If you want to give birth, like my mom says the prices of things keep increasing. So if you want to give birth now, so that you just burn everything. Anyway, so yeah, just don't just go and spend all your money because you're trying to get married. Save up something, okay, for your own good. My next point, that is actually a 2-in-1 point, so let me just leave it as number 2. Number 3, my next point is learn to take risks. What do I mean? Take financial risk in the sense that learn about investing. In my 20s, I did not invest in stock markets. I'm not going to lie, because I always had a view about the stock markets, and now I'm learning that I have to go and start learning about the stock market. I have to, not like learning, I'm now like, I've learned about the stock market, but like I want to start investing. Like I want to start putting my money where my mouth is. Just when I say take risk, I'm saying that take risk in terms of investing. But it all boils down to financial education, because if you don't educate yourself, you won't know the investment opportunities available. And financial education is also involving getting a coach. If you know that okay, you can afford to get a coach, a financial coach, why not? There are many of these people that I mentioned earlier. They have like a community, a financial community, where you can, pay to join, and they'll be giving you investment options, giving you things to invest your money in. So I'll say that that's one mistake I also made, not learning to invest early. And imagine my shock when I found out that, Warren Buffett actually became rich because he started investing early. My next point is also relating to that, is take career and business risk. That's another point. Don't be stuck up when you're in your 20s. 2 years, 3 years is enough in a business, in a company. Go to another company. You can scale up your career like 3 times in 7 years, 6-7 years. You can get promoted 3 times by moving. Don't stay stuck up to one employer, except you have like a job, a peculiar job, like maybe government job, all those kind of things. And if you have a job like that, find ways to make extra income, because you need to make money in your 20s and your 30s. Actually, by your 30s, it's not like you're already old to make money, but yeah, you can pay attention to your 20s and your 30s more by moving in your career. Don't be too stuck up in a place. And your 20s should also be a time to build skills. Don't just stay and wait. I remember that when I was done with uni, when I was done with my NYSC, I was supposed to do a master's. So I applied for a master's, but I wasn't interested. I said, what do I need a master's for? My ICANN is enough. I'm already chartered. Then 3 years down the line, or 4 years down the line, no, not even 4 years, I think like 5-6 years down the line, I get a job as a lecturer, and they say, do you have an MSc? And I'm like, an MSc? Why do I need an MSc? They're like, if you don't have MSc here, your account is not in here. I was like, a old chartered accountant. And that was how I realized I needed an MSc, so I had to get an MSc. So imagine I got in my MSc that time 5 years ago, I would have gone further than now. And I know that everything is a journey and all of that, but I'm just saying that I'm saying that as a mistake to someone that is in their 20s now. Whatever skill you need to get, even if you don't need it yet, if it is relevant, just get it. Whether it is a career kind of skill or a business kind of skill, if it is, you can pivot in your 20s, right? These are things that people don't say. It's not just about, how to make money online. A lot of people are always searching things like that, but if you don't have the skills to make money, you cannot make money. That's the truth. You need to create value to make money. So you can pivot. You can go from, I've seen people that went from even accounting to product management to tech. In your 20s, be willing to take the risk to change career, to switch up careers. I've seen people who went from studying mathematics to now becoming chartered accountants, to becoming marketers, to going from, medicine to digital marketer, to influencer, to content creators. We've seen it. So your 20s should be the time where you should Be open to, pivoting in your career. Be open to business. Like, what business do you want to start? What coaching practice do you want to start? Go for it. That's actually how to make money and stay wealthy, right? So the next mistake that I also made with my 20s is not having a budget. You guys, I know it sounds very, very small, but it is very, very factual. I think my first epiphany of not having a budget, the very first moment where I realized, shoot, my money is in a mess, was one time I was working already. I was actually had a six figure job. Like, I was paid six figures, but I didn't actually have savings. So, like, I'm looking at my life, like my first 20s, 22 to 25. What do I do with my money? Because I was making, it's different if maybe at that time you were still in school. Maybe, like, everybody's life is not the same, but if you graduated at 20, 21, and 22, 23, 24, 25, the only thing you're buying is wigs, new bag, new shoes, new clothes, there's problem, let me tell you now. So anyway, I realized, so something happened that day at work, and they said they were going to transfer me from one place to another. An event happened, and then I realized that I would incur more transport costs. And I said, okay, can I afford to? And then I realized that I don't even know how much I was spending on transport cost. I didn't know how much I was spending on this. And I was like, wow, I have to sit down and plan. Then when I was now planning, I said, what am I using my money to do? I opened my bank account. And then I realized I used to buy shawarma every day when I'm coming back from work. Hey! From that moment, I said, never again. That's the day I started creating a budget. I started saying, this is how much I'm spending on this. This is how much I'm spending on this. This is how much I can afford. So let's say I was earning 200k now. I will say, okay, I remove 20k for savings first. Then I know that, okay, 180k is what I'm spending. How much am I giving my mother? How much am I giving my father, my siblings, my this, my that? I started to have a budget. And I carried that budgeting thing into marriage. That's why I said that have your finances in order before you get married. Anyway, I said all of that to say that, don't be someone that doesn't have a budget. Have a budget for your own good. Okay, have a budget. It will greatly help you. So those are the mistakes that I'll say that I made in my 20s. Some of them I did not make it, I just added it. Then, because I didn't really spend all my money when I was getting married. That's the one thing I did not do. My account was not empty because I'm getting married. Never. But yeah, so but it's just other mistakes I've seen other people do. Don't be that person in the 20s that's always buying a wig. Then I used to, like, before I realized that my finances was in a shambles, I used to buy wigs. I used to buy dress all the time. I'm not even gonna lie. Dressing, I have so many dresses. I was always buying dress. Calm down, okay? Those dresses won't even size you in the next 10 years. But if you have stocks, investments, they will be there in the next 10 years. Think about it. Okay, guys, if this video was good, please leave a comment telling me what financial mistakes did you make in your 20s, or if you're currently in your 20s, what mistake are you noticing? How are you doing better? What advice do you have for those that are in their 30s, 40s? What advice do you have for people in their 20s? I'll see you guys in my next video. Remember to subscribe. Subscribing is absolutely free.